Catherine Connolly.
Min hag the last concurrent Tasha Harvey Jacker, co-journal Xenia. Yeah, Tasha, but Jenny Memo Yehel and Minister.
You log it,
Carmel Magat. Minister, I welcome the opportunity to take part in this debate this evening, however late it is, and I'm going to be disagreeing with my colleague there, Deputy Fitzmaurice, in a few minutes, much as I regret to disagree with him. But Minister, I think perhaps the difficulty is that you're trying to do too much in the bill. And I wish I could support you, but I can't. And I'm going to zone in on one or two aspects this evening. But just to go back to Deputy Fitzmaurice and one or two of the other speakers, I think it's totally unacceptable to reduce this debate to people who are perhaps educated or not educated, or between the rural and the urban. That's not the nature of this debate. That's a divide and conquer debate that I'll have no part of. I'll have absolutely no part of a divide and conquer debate. It's not about the right to cut hedges as opposed to birds nesting or maintaining diversity. It's like with the climate change. This involves every single one of us, and it's unfortunate that it is a divide and conquer debate rather than looking at what is necessary so that both the farmers and those with lands and those who need to cut hedges are protected, while at the same time providing protection for diversity. And so, as part of this consultation process, particularly in relation to Section 7 and 8, Minister, I understand that the consultation resulted in approximately 188 submissions. And the vast majority of those submissions appeal to you not to increase the time for the cutting and the burning season. I understand of those 188 submissions that the EPA submission called for more research to be taken. Now, I wonder what is the point of consultation if we're not actually going to listen to what the submission said. And if the vast majority of them appeal to you not to do this, why would you go ahead and do something like that and with an amendment in the Shannon actually even remove the oversight that was there? It goes against everything that we're trying to do in this country in terms of A, climate change, B, have a sustainable type of environment, B, C, the promotion of Ireland, particularly with Origin Green and the green image of Irish agriculture. It also undermines the message of the Wild Atlantic Way that Fáilte Ireland have spent an absolute fortune on promoting. So, it seems as if one segment of the government does one thing and another segment is doing something else, and there's absolutely no connection between the two. In relation to these sections in particular, 8 as I understand it now, there's no scientific basis whatsoever, or certainly I haven't seen it come forward in any of the documentation from the government side for the proposed changes. The proposed changes would seem, and I'm careful with my wording, would seem to impact on Ireland's commitments under European regulations, and that they have not formally been discussed with any of the EU institutions that are relevant. Without a doubt, if this goes through, it would put additional pressure on already threatened species. There has been no assessment by the DTTS on the implications for road safety. We referred to a 2-year pilot project. Now, how could any pilot project be called a pilot project when it covers 26 counties? It goes on for 2 years. No methodology for such a study has been provided. No baseline data has been recorded, despite 2 years elapsing during the passing of the bill. And the National Parks and Wildlife Service are already at breaking point due to not enough staff. They're under-resourced and no additional resources have been promised. Now, it seems to me, I'm tempted to say for the birds, that we would proceed in this manner with these segments of the proposed legislation, which go against practically all of the submissions, which is not based on scientific knowledge. And on the scientific knowledge that we do have, the clear message is, don't do this. We have it from England, which is our nearest neighbour. Don't do this. They have learned from their mistakes. If we look at the burning and increasing the month for the burning, and just let me say, as someone that has come from Galway, and the manner in which Deputy Fitzmaurice has referred to the fires, and I'm sure he didn't intend to, I've lost, actually, I think it was 3,500 hectares, including bogland and forest, have been, not at all, not at all, but the burning has been extremely serious. The fact that there was no, I beg your pardon? Say that again? I missed that, Minister, sorry.
If the Minister wants to make the comment, I'll allow it, but I prefer that she'd wait until she's responding.
I just didn't hear what she said.
Nor me.
Yeah. So 3,500 hectares of forest land and bogland have been lost. The fact that there was no loss of life is certainly something to be appreciated. The cost of it, we're still waiting. It's in the millions and more as to what that fire's cost. They're not fires to be dismissed lightly. And increasing a time for burning without learning is not a way to proceed. Now, I'm still waiting on my reply. This is not a reflection on you, Minister, but so that we can learn from that, what Coillte have learned from that. Who caused the fires? What caused the fires? I don't know. I'm certainly not attributing blame. But the extent of the damage done by those fires, we can only await to see what that cost, and the damage to the environment, which wasn't taken into account at all. In relation to Section 7 or 8, burning in March, I feel I'm repeating what others have said, but I have no choice. Burning in March destroys occupied nesting territories. And again, we're down to talking about the birds don't matter, or the air don't matter, or the bees don't matter. This is absolutely nuts to approach a debate in this manner without realising that all of nature is intertwined. Burning as...
Tá brónar an cos teachart.
Tá cearcail organ.
Ortanis an atlo a walu.
Malam atlo hanis.
Yeah, my God.